The Golden Shrine by Harry Turtledove. Narrated by William Dufris. Copyright 2009 by Harry Turtledove. This unabridged audiobook is published by arrangement with Harry Turtledove and Scoville Galen Gauche Literary Agency, Inc., and was produced in the year 2009 by Tantor Media, Incorporated, which holds the copyright thereto. Chapter 1. Spring on the Bizogot steppe came late and grudgingly. The breath of God blew down from the glacier and over the frozen plain long after southern breezes began melting snow and bringing green back to the Raumsdalian Empire. At last, though, as the sun stayed longer in the sky day by day, the weather north of the tree line began to change too. Even down in the Empire, Count Hamnet Thyssen reckoned spring a minor miracle. Up on the Bizogot steppe, the miracle seemed not so minor. Spring was harder won here. All the same, Hamnet had a bigger miracle to celebrate on this bright, mild, blue-skied, sunny day. He and his friends had lived through the winter. "And I tell you," he remarked to Ulrich Skaki, "I wouldn't have given a counterfeit copper for our chances when we set out last fall." "Why not, your grace?" With his auburn hair and foxy features, Ulrich could don the mask of innocence more readily than Count Hamnet, who was large and dark and somewhere between stolid and dour. "Just because it was a toss-up whether our side wanted us dead more than the enemy did." "That will do for a start," Hamnet answered, which made Ulrich laugh as merrily as if he were joking. "What do you say?" Markova asked. The shaman from the cannibal tribe that lived atop the glacier looked like a Bizogot. She was large and blonde and robust. The language her folk used sprang from the Bizogot speech, but from a strange, distant dialect, and her people had been isolated for centuries from the clans who roamed the steppe. She was learning their speech as she was learning Raumsdalian, learning them both as foreign tongues. Hamnet Thyssen explained in slow, simple words, partly in Raumsdalian and partly in the Bizogot language. He wished the Empire were doing more to fight the rulers, the mammoth-riding invaders who had swarmed through the gap after the glacier melted in two. The stocky, swarthy, curly-bearded invaders made ferocious fighting men and even more fearsome wizards. Everyone thought so except Markova. Her own powers equaled or exceeded those of the...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?